Hello everybody and welcome to Cooking with Carter, episode number I don't know. I've done so many I've lost count. Today we're going to do some tacos. Real simple recipe using the multi-food item here, chops and basically grinds and smashes and all sorts of stuff. Just going to run a list of ingredients that I have. I have shredded cheese, tomatoes, onions. We have canned olives back here. First thing I'm going to do, I've already went ahead and done some prep work before I turned on the camera. I cut off the top and bottom of the onion. What I'm going to do is slice it into a quarter. And the sharper your knife is, the better this is going to work, because you really don't have to push down. So when you actually have to push down, that's when your knife is starting to get dull. So now what we've done is we've cut it into 4 quarters, and I'm just going to make a little trash pile over here. Sorry if my hands are in the way. Max is doing the camera work again today, so you'll see several of the angles so that you can actually see what I'm doing. We take off the top shaving. We're going to drop this into the Ninja now. Okay, and again, sorry for using brand names if I'm not supposed to. Oh well, get over it, but I'm not making any money and not rich yet, so nobody sue me. There we go, that goes in there. And again, you want to peel off just the top layer, and what you're going to see is literally a yellow look to it that needs to come off. And what you're going to get once you peel that is the white that you see right here. Okay, so we're going to...
So white it's glowing on camera.
The glowing on camera. Now, what we've got is, went ahead and washed my hands before I started. I didn't show that again. That's part of the prep work. We're going to put the lid on now.
Put the lid on. Not this again.
Yeah, just make sure that the...
There we go.
And you'll hear it click, and then we just sit it on top there. And now, all Max is going to do is hold it, and I'm literally going to do about 5 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Onion chop, simple, real easy. Okay, now we're going to take the motor off, pop the lid off. There that is. Onion's pretty strong. Again, careful when you take out the blade. Give the blade a little toss. Not toss it literally, because you'll cut somebody. Maybe your favorite or least favorite in-law. Sorry, Uncle Phil. I don't really have an Uncle Phil. I don't know where that came from. And there's the onion.
Sometimes messes happen.
Yeah, that's real TV right there.
Sorry, would you like a spoon?
Well, hands are clean and my eyes are watering, so yeah, that's a strong backburn onion right there.
You want to hold this while I get to this?
Yeah. Now this time my eyes are watering, and Max is going to pass over the camera, and I have it.
Without context, no one's going to know what you're talking about.
Woo! Clear eyes has an ingredient to moisturize. Wow. Okay, so I'm not Ben Stein. Who cares?
I wish I was Ben Stein.
Yeah.
Oh, that got me too.
Yeah, really? That's a strong onion.
That is one strong onion, folks.
Alright, so we're going to pass this over to Marshall and have him wipe that out before we do the olives. Just take a paper towel and wipe that out of there. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. And I don't know what you guys just saw, because I forgot I was filming. So, as Max cries like a newborn baby, well,
I'll take this back there and pull it to you. Second week in a row, and my eyes are burning from onions.
All right.
No one's ever going to see the video we made last week.
Yeah, we made crab chowder last week, but we didn't do a very good job. And in my first experience in using my new cooking system, I over pureed my crab. So
let's just say he turned crab into cotton candy.
Yes, and cotton candy is a good thing, but not when there's no sugar involved. So that is just a basically small chopped onion. Again, 5 pulses on the cooking system. It worked well. Now, when you're doing your tomatoes, small tomatoes like these, real simple. One, and you basically want to cut it in half, quarter it again, and quarter it again. Not a lot of people use tomato in the household, so it's real simple to do the tomato. You'll come in, straight down, turn the tomato basically toward you. You're going to go down again, and you're going to slice it into fours, and then also quarter that.
You rinse it out, that thing's still strong.
Yep. So you can see basically just how small the quarters are. And again, it helps to have a nice sharp knife when you do this.
Make sure to be safe, folks.
Guys, watch your fingers. I have cut myself many a times on these knives, and they are indeed sharp. So what we're going to do now is we're going to place these into the bowl. That's one thing I didn't use the cooking system for, simply because it would have pureed them.
That's understood.
Okay, now, so that is the tomato. I'm going to have another paper towel over here just so I can grab the juice.
We're out.
And we are out. Can you pass me the green cooking towel over there? Again, we do this live, folks. We do as much preparation as we can, but I don't fudge a lot of stuff. I mean, when I'm going live, that's it. Poor Max is about to die over here, man.
Start with the running water in the background.
Yep, it's all Marshall's fault. So that's
thank
done
you,
now, and I'm going to get Max to pass this back over to Marshall. I'll show you on the second. We'll go ahead and put the Ninja blade back in to the compartment now. And you'll see that locks into place and spins around there like a, well, I don't know, like a top, I guess. Right?
He didn't say anything.
Okay. So again, now you can do this two ways. I like to turn it around and hold the tomato instead of just pressing down so that it doesn't juice everywhere like it just did on my last one where I screwed up. So you can actually see how smoothly this actually cuts down. And if you turn your tomatoes where the skin is facing up, you actually have ridges to cut against to where it doesn't mess up on you as badly. And just run your knife through it real easy. You shouldn't have to press down real hard. If you have a sharp knife, again, this helps. Okay, some of these pieces, like that one, will be thrown away. And over there is my little garbage pile. Now, a lot of times you can have a garbage bowl. Makes it a lot easier to see and to throw things away in one fell swoop. Okay, so that basically is your tomato, basically chopped pretty fine, pretty small. And into the bowl it goes. And finally, get the last couple pieces in there, and we'll take the green towel yet again. You can actually, when I'm sanitizing my cooking towels or washing my cooking towels, a lot of times you can use any kind of color-safe bleach will do well. But whenever I do my cooking towels, I do them separately because a lot of time with food bacteria and things like that, you can get a lot of different contaminations, and depends on what you wipe up and things like that. So it's good to have paper towels instead of using a dish towel like this. but the problem is we're out, and I was too lazy to walk and get another one. Ha ha! I thought you guys might like that. So now what we're going to do is a nice little trick with, well, after we give the towel back to my roommate back there.
Your lovely assistant.
No, no, and no. Okay.
Oh,
so,
are you talking about me?
Well, you know, I'm not even going to go there either. Swing and a miss. All right. So now we're going to take the Ninja cooking system again. I said it, so who cares? I love this thing. It's super simple. We're going to take the can of olives, and we're going to go ahead and pour the olives. These have been drained. Make sure when you get these, guys, that you get them, make sure they are pitted. That is a dangerous thing. If you get them and they're not pitted, you're going to have a lot of fun slicing them open and taking the pits out individually. And one of the things I can actually use the olive can for is the garbage bowl that I was talking about.
Well, he's throwing away his exciting garbage. I'm going to put the lid on here.
And the power base.
And the power base. Power top, actually.
Okay. Now these, again, won't take very long. I'm going to do 3. 1, 2, 3. Done. That's it right there. That's all it takes. That's how fast these blades actually spin. 400 amp motor. That is like, you just don't even realize it's so easy and so fast to do things when you have a processor that does it for you, to where you don't have to do it by hand. So this gift for Christmas actually worked out very, very well. And I'm actually going to go in here, and just so you see that my guys don't do all the prep work, I do some of it too, so that everybody doesn't have to do everything. Yeah, that's Max in the background there.
You heard nothing, folks. Nothing at all. Well, he's listening.
And there we go. And that's going to be it for the cooking system. That's basically all we used it for, to do a lot of the prep work. I'm going to do the last 2 things before we start another video. Going to take some mild cheddar cheese. You can also use mozzarella and the Mexican blend, the free Mexican blend. And cheese basically goes into the bowl. Now we do have more cheese if we need it, but no biggie. There's the cheese in the bowl. Here's a quick tip for you. Whenever you have a problem with a container that really won't open, or a salsa that won't open, a trick, if you just go around the sides and literally tap it. My hands are actually...
Would you like to help?
I want to show that this can actually be done. Give me just a second here. Alright, my hands are slippery, guys. It's not that I can't open the can just like that. But what it does when you tap the sides like that, it releases the pressure off the side of the can or the canister.
Okay. Sure you want to do that?
Actually, you know what? We're going to leave it right in the bowl, because we can just dip from it there, and we won't need the extra. So there's the olives, the onion, tomato, cheese. When we come back, we're going to get our skillet. We're going to have our beef. Go ahead and season that with the taco seasoning that we have. I'll show you how it's done. We'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, we're back. What we've done is we've broken up 5 pounds of hamburger, and we have
added the taco seasoning in. I add usually 3 to 4 packets of it, depending on how much seasoning you want to place on your taco meat, which is fine. We had a rather large series of events happen in between tapings here. Never cook your sauce packet in with your taco meat there. We'll flip over to Exhibit A, which is that actually.
Yeah, we're about to record this episode, and we looked down and was like, oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
That is.
Now, I actually will do 2 to 3 things once this is almost done. You can drain this to get some of that excess grease off, and that's a good idea because hamburger meat or any kind of hamburger or any kind of beef in general will have a lot of grease to it depending on its fat content. Now, the problem with that is I usually buy 80-20, which is 80% beef and 20% fat. The problem with that is a lot of the stores have stopped carrying that, and they've gone to 70-30, which is 70% beef and 30% fat. The problem with the fat content is the more fat content it has, the more grease that will typically drain off of it. So this is basically the end of the tacos here. There's 2 ways to do the taco shell. One way is in the oven at 400 degrees for about 8 minutes. You can put them on a cookie sheet, 12 to 15 at a time, depending on how many you want to do. The way we do them, and the quickest way to do them, is in the microwave, wrapped actually on a napkin or wrapped with a napkin or paper towel. I do mine for about 45 seconds per taco shell. So if you have 2 of them, you go 80 seconds or 90 seconds, depending on how cooked you want them. But to do several at one time, the oven method is easier. I did want to mention 2 things. I do have sour cream as well, but sour cream is in the fridge. I didn't want to leave the sour cream out. When I take this out, I'm actually not going to dump it into the bowl. I'm going to take this spatula with the slots in it, and I'm going to actually physically dip the beef out so that, excuse me, it doesn't, some of that grease content will drip back into the pan, and you're not getting a lot of the grease. One of the other things you can do is if you have a drying rack, which is a rack with slots in it to allow the grease to drip down, you can do that, or you can drain your bowl. That's what I choose to do. I'll grab a drainer and I'll put the meat into a drainer and let the drippings drip down into another bowl so that the grease stays away from the meat. When we come back, I'm going to actually show you a finished taco and what it's going to look like. But before I do want to mention my new YouTube channel that was just created today. It is Cooking with Carter, and that's YouTube. You can go to that at any time, and I'm going to repost my videos with openings and closings of our new show, Cooking with Carter. I hope you guys enjoy it, so we'll have those up and running here pretty soon. This is one of the first ones that's going to go up. We may put the crab chowder one up. I'm not sure. I don't think I should. I think
probably an outtake.
Yeah, I think. I mean, it was a lot of fun. You know,
it was a lot of fun to make.
What a lot of people don't realize is we don't have a camera crew here that are running commercials and things like that. We're doing everything live, and everything that you're seeing is actually happening. So there's no, if something funny happens and we record it, we record it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I mean, it's just that's the way we go with it. You can see that the beef is almost done, and you want to make sure, and this is very important, that there is no red in your beef at all. Because if there is any, that means that your beef is not thoroughly cooked, okay? That's one thing that you can make yourself very sick by doing, is not cooking your beef thoroughly. So this technique that I'm doing right now, I'm just kind of breaking it up a little bit more. Sometimes when the beef is cooked, it tends to clump up. And you can see that some of them are a little bit more than others. And what I'm doing is just breaking those pieces apart. So when we come back, we'll show you the finished taco and how it looks. Again, it's Cooking with Carter at YouTube.com. be glad to see you. Come subscribe. Come check me out. I also have DJ is the Man 30, which is my music channel. Be sure to check that out as well. So we hope you enjoy it, and we'll see when we get back on Cooking with. Alright, we're back, and I'm going to go ahead and do the finished product here for you of the beef tacos. You can do these several different ways. I'm just going to do one real quick here. Going to move the beef over to the side here so we can see everything else. Okay, just a little bit of cheese, basically. Okay, I'm actually not going to use the tomato on this one. A little bit of onion. A little bit of olive, thank you, Max. And
a little bit of Mountain Dew. Oh wait.
No, not on the taco, but I'm gonna go ahead and this sauce, I don't know if I indicated earlier, is mild because the hot will actually come out of my chair. So this right here, we do have sour cream in the fridge, but I'm not going to use it on this one. So you can see. This has been another episode of
Chewing with Carter. How is it, sir?
Beefy.
Nice.
Of Cooking with Carter. Have a good day.